today. We'd really love to see a bunch of you out here. My name is Tracy Truelove, and I'm the Communications Manager for CDOT. I really want to, before I start, and I don't want to forget, thank Sheriff Steuben from HWY Ranch. She really helped pull this whole thing together, and without her, we wouldn't be standing out here on a beautiful sunshiny day, getting to eat cake at 11 o'clock in the morning. So, Sheriff, where are you? You're probably hiding. There she is. She really made this possible, and I really appreciate that. Just wanted to give you a rundown of what we're going to do. I've got all these folks behind me that Steve Olson's going to, who's our Program East program engineer for this area, is going to introduce. But what we're going to do, they're going to kind of just give you a little rundown about the project and how it was a really important partnering project and everybody's piece of that. The folks that are going to grab the gold shovels, we're going to walk up the right-of-way here and kind of go up by the Grand County sign. I'd really encourage you to kind of hang back here if you're not wearing PPE, which is this lovely, fashion statement I've got going on right here for CDOT. And the news stations, you guys can follow us up there. But we're going to kind of go up and do like our picture op with the gold shovels. We're going to cross the road. Makes me really nervous, so everybody be careful. To the Summit County side so we can get a shot of that too, because we have our Summit County Commissioner here. And then we'll come back here for the refreshments that, again, Cher was really great about getting all set up for us. So if those of you that are out can kind of just stay here in this area while we go do the official turning of the dirt, that would be great. I really appreciate that. So with that said, I'll turn it over to Steve Olson. Thank you.
Thanks, Tracy. So I'm Steve Olson. I'm the program engineer for Program East. Includes Grand County and Summit County, as well as Jackson and Lake and Eagle. But Dave Eller apologizes. He was not able to make it up here today. He's our RTD. But so I'm stepping in his place. But I'd really like to thank everybody for showing up today. We've got a great crowd, and I think it just kind of represents this project, which is a great project. It's a true partnership between citizens and local government and CDOT and our Parks and Wildlife and DOW peers. So I mean, it's a great project. I'm not going to talk about the project. That's why we have all these folks up here to kind of talk about their parts of the project, but I'm just going to introduce them really quick. So today we have Commissioner Connell, Kathy Connell. We have our FHWA Division Administrator for Colorado, John Cater. Merritt Link with Linky with our Grand County Commissioners. Kind of threw me there because I was looking at Mike and it's Merritt. Yep. So sorry about that. Mike Richard with the Citizens for Safe Highway 9. Karn Steigelmeyer. Okay, I'm sorry, Karn. With Summit County, and then Lyle Seidner. Yes. So all those folks will speak today too. So I just again want to thank everybody for coming and making this project successful. It's been a number of years getting to this point, but here we go. So I'm going to hand it over to Commissioner Connell.
Thank you. My name's Kathy Connell. I'm the Commissioner for District 6, and I want to tell you, being here today for commencing this project officially, this really is epic. This project is epic in many ways. It's epic because we had the vision of local citizens and a ranch, Blue Valley Ranch, and our staff led by Dave Eller, who said, hey, we have major problems here. Let's get together and work together. It's epic because the important ramp program that the Commission has put out on the street, so to speak, to fund dollars to come to these kind of projects with the public and private support. Probably the most epic, however, is that how this community, Summit County, Grand County, individuals all came together with CDOT and the ranch and said, hey, we're going to fund this project, and you all raised a whopping 20% in this project. This is innovative in and of itself. We hope it sets the stage for the future. Now, I know most of you know here that we are in deep trouble as far as funding our transportation needs for the future. Our present budget is $800 million short of just doing the necessary dollars to take care of our roads in Colorado. We have no money in the budget for capital improvements. So it takes a very innovative project like this with ramp funds to get it on the streets. I'm very excited because there are so many needs on the Front Range and other parts of Colorado that we got the rest of the commission to see how important it is with the most dangerous highway in the state. In fact, a highway a highway patrolman who stopped me the other day for a ticket said that they call Highway 9 the Wild West. And he says, we don't have time to patrol it. And I said, how'd you find time to get me? So anyway, this is just so important. The other thing that is important is that I don't know if you all realize, but over 40 to 50% of our budget, just for our regular budget at CDOT, has federal dollars in it. Over 2/3 of any capital improvement budgets that we get put together with cooperative funds comes from federal dollars. So we wouldn't even be here today if it wasn't for our federal partners. And with that, I'd like to turn this over to John Cater, who is our federal liaison, and say thank you.
Thanks, Kathy. I'm excited about this job as well here. This is a unique project. It's an innovative project, and as Kathy was saying, it's something that's not been done every day, and it's something that had to be done to get this project to this place where it is right now. Safety is, our highest priority. It's first and foremost, and especially when budgets are limited, we have to focus on safety. And so it's great to see this job and this project advancing. We want to make our highways as safe as possible. And this project is going to do a lot to improve safety along here for everyone who travels along this roadway. It's going to make it safer for the motorists, of course, but it's also going to make it safer for cyclists, and it's going to make it safer for the wildlife that live in this area as well, which will make it safer then for the others as well. Some of the improvements on this road are not all that radical or unusual. Wider shoulders is something that's done a lot. Improved alignment, flatter slopes, those kind of things are typical. But the thing that's innovative or unique about this is the wildlife crossings, especially the overpass. That's one that has not been done in Colorado, to my knowledge, and we've got a few that we've talked about in various places. But this is the first one we're actually going to build, as far as I know. And so that's going to be innovative, and because of that, there's going to be a lot of people looking at this, taking a look at this, coming up here to take a look and see, is it working? And if in fact, as we hope, that the number of accidents goes down, there's more people who don't have those accidents, the rate goes down, less wildlife hits, those kind of things, people are going to study this, and we're going to have a lot of push to do this elsewhere too. So I think it's something that's going to get a lot of attention, and I'm really excited to see it happen. Building on that, I guess the other thing I want to say is that, as Kathy and Steve alluded to, this wouldn't happen without the partnerships that's been created here, and that's something we just can't underestimate. Blue Valley Ranch, Grand County, Summit County, the C49 group, all played a role in making this happen, and everyone played a different role. But without that, CDOT wouldn't have been able to make this project happen. Kathy wouldn't have been able to champion at the commission. There's too many other competing needs around the state. This job it has about $40 million of federal money in it, and that's close to 10% of what we get per year statewide. And so that's a very significant commitment. And as she said, there just isn't money for capital jobs like this in Colorado right now. So this is a special thing. It's a unique thing, and it's great to see it happen. And hopefully it's successful, and hopefully that leads to the legislature and others finding a way to make it happen to bring more money to transportation. We don't know what that's going to look like, but we have a need, and we got to make it happen somehow. So when funds are scarce, a local commitment is critical to making this happen. It's great to see, and I'm just thrilled that we're getting this job started and looking forward to it being open here in a year and a half or 2 years. So with that, I'll turn it over to Mike here.
Thank you, John. I'm Mike Richard. I'm on the C49 committee. State Highway 9 Wildlife and Safety Improvement Project is a contract between CDOT and Kirkland Construction to make a section of Highway 9 safer to travel for people and wildlife. So, why the need for a groundbreaking ceremony for a road project? Because of a dream, a vision, hope, and a belief. A dream for a safer highway for people going to work, on vacation, shopping, or business trips, with the idea of eliminating the need to dodge wildlife on this section of the highway. A vision to bring the necessary organizations together to make for a shovel-ready project. Grand County, Northwest Region CDOT, CPAW, and Blue Valley Ranch were all part of the engineering, understanding of wildlife movement through the highway corridor, and the financial aspect to have a fully designed ready for CDOT when the money would be available to complete the project. Hope. Who would have known money through the RAMP program would become available? There was one catch, qualifying for the money, a 20% match of local monies. C49, a local committee, was formed with the blessing of Grand County to raise the matching money. There was less than 60 days to raise $8.3 million and the structure to hold the money. Support for the project came from individuals, families, businesses, local county, and city governments. State Highway 9 is not a local road, but one that serves the northwest region of Colorado. A belief of all the supporters of this project that it would become a reality. Thank you to the Department of Transportation Commission for the recognition of the vital need for making this stretch of road safer, and for the funding and guidance of CDOT has provided from the beginning. Thank you to the Parks and Wildlife for its support and help in creating a design that will allow wildlife to safely cross the highway, over the highway and under the highway, not across the highway anymore. Thank you to the commissioners from Grand and Summit counties, to the mayors and city councils from Silverthorne and Kremling, to all the elected officials who supported making Highway 9 safer. What a refreshing thing it is to see elected officials with different points of view come together to support the common good. And talk about coming together. Thank you to all the individuals and businesses, hundreds of them, who made cash donations and wrote letters of support for this project. Thank you to the Grand Foundation as the fiscal sponsor for this project. 100% of the money pledged to the project was collected. And finally, a big thank you to Blue Valley Ranch. Building a safer Highway 9 was the ranch's idea and would have never happened without the ranch's leadership and support. We are all here. We have all supported this project because we knew how dangerous this stretch of road has been. Too many of us have lost loved ones or seen them injured along here. That is going to change, thanks to all of you. Thank you. Now I'll introduce Merritt Linke, Commissioner, Grand County Commissioner.
Thank you, Mike. The fact that we are standing here today on the Grand and Summit County line, to me, is symbolic of the collaboration and cooperation of this entire project. And as Mike mentioned, you heard over here, this is about the money for us as commissioners. And when the Citizens for a Safe Highway 9 came to us, to the Grand County Board of Commissioners, and pitched this idea at us, we had to look at it as not just an expense, but I looked at it as an investment. It is an investment in Grand County. It's an investment for the citizens that tour through this part of the state to go elsewhere and to go to Grand County. And it's an investment for the wildlife that goes from this side of the road to that side of the road and back. And it's innovative in its approach on how we do that, which you heard here about the overpasses and the underpasses. That is incredibly innovative in terms of how we can do that in terms of managing wildlife. That part is impressive in itself. But to me, the most impressive part of this whole project is the collaboration and cooperation of all the individuals that came together on this project. The support that we got was huge in terms of its diversity. All levels of citizens and groups and entities of towns and government came together to support this project. Not that there wasn't some criticism. There was people, there was some naysayers out there. Why are you spending our money on this project? Why are you going to do this and interrupt my lives? That is part of the investment that we're going to see down the road to make it better for everyone. And that's why I fully got behind this group and supported this project. And I believe in the future we're going to have one of the most innovative, exciting roads in this state. And hopefully it'll be a model for other counties or even other states to look at, and how we did this in terms of the road itself and in terms of the process, how we got to this point. And again, Grand and Summit counties came together. We're standing here on the Grand and Summit County line as a symbol of the collaboration and cooperation. And with that, I'm going to introduce Karen Stiglmeyer, Summit County Commissioner.
Thanks, Merritt. I'd like to just begin by saying thank you. I can't thank you all enough for the partnership, especially Grand County, Grand Foundation, and so many partners. But I did want to highlight Blue Valley Ranch for getting the initial design done. I don't know that the wheels would be rolling without that. So thank you to all of our partners. We are so excited to get the shovels in and so excited to see this get started. The design itself is phenomenal. It actually fits into the environment and includes wildlife that is a big integral part of the environment. Most importantly, we're really so happy to see the safety enhancements, because we have from Summit County many residents, students, employees, visitors traveling this highway on a regular basis. This is one of the most, maybe the most spectacular valley in Colorado. So we have many, many visitors, rafters, hikers, fishers, skiers, tourists of all stripes, and that is our economy. So I do believe that this is an asset that will be important for our communities long into the future. And I do believe the final product is going to be absolutely priceless. I was thinking about this morning. The Pro Cycling Challenge coming through here this summer won't have the best backdrop, but in a few years, the Pro Cycling Challenge coming through here and being seen on international TV, that is truly priceless. But nonetheless, the price tag is very high, and this wouldn't have happened with all the partners. So thank you all so much for making this a reality. And I will turn this over to our wildlife expert, Lyle Seidner.
Thanks, Karin. I guess, the words that come to mind for me are win-win, and that gets overused in this day and age. But those are the best words to describe this project. When we started this, there's no question, talking to CDOT, we could make Highway 9 safer, but we've done it, and we've also preserved the migration routes for the big game populations that use this area that are so important to Northwest Colorado. And so that's the second win, and that's the biggest thing for us. But not to diminish the safety issues, but that's a huge deal, and that's why we're here. The collaboration was already mentioned. We had this is a benchmark project, and hopefully in the future people are going to look at this project, and that's how highway construction and realignment and safety projects are taken care of. Kind of a spoiler alert, I'll mention that Colorado Parks and Wildlife is recognizing this project as the Collaboration Partner of the Year later today at a conference in Steamboat. So with that I'll thank everybody for getting this done. It's been a long process, but it's been very much worthwhile, and certainly from wildlife aspect, we're very excited about this. Thanks.
Okay, well, I appreciate everybody speaking, and again, just everybody here we got today. We're gonna go ahead and step out into the road there and do a couple shots with the shovels for the groundbreaking. I think it'd be best if just the folks doing the groundbreaking with the shovels go out there. So not to discourage the rest of you, but hang out here at the tent. And we got plenty of project staff here and different folks. So if you guys have questions, they're here. Hopefully they can answer questions. And again, I'd really like to thank Blue Valley Ranch and Share for hosting this today, for putting this on. Again, just great partners with Share and Blue Valley Ranch. So thank you. And so with that, I think we'll do our photo. So thank you.